microphones?
Crackle microphones. You know, Ed, I have a little rant.
Oh, no.
Can I just do this briefly?
Oh, I just want to mention one thing before you do that, because we saw Richard Dreyfuss in there.
We did.
He was in that Piranha.
He was, briefly.
He was in this,
Yes,
and he was
is.
in the area a week or two ago.
Yes, he was
now.
at the Egg. Ed.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. That was only $10 to go see him, but he wasn't signing anything, so I figured if you wanted to see him, you know, talk about education and things, that was the place to do it.
Okay.
But there he was, right in the area.
Wow.
Okay, now what did you have?
This is just you know the big rain we had recently?
Yeah.
You know, a few weeks back.
Oh, no.
This is horrible.
I know it's coming. Any of you long-time viewers.
And you know the giant diapers we have in us holding up our... Now, I work in the top floor of a building, Ed.
Yeah.
State run. Mm-hmm. We're cutting people right and left. We're making people retire. We're laying people off. But you can't fix the ceiling. We have this huge 12 by 12 tarp covering the ceiling because when it rains in my office. Now, you know, we mentioned this before. I don't want to go through this all over again. But here's a new twist.
Even twistier than before with heaters on the floor and diapers and...
Yeah, we had all that again. But here's the new twist. You know the big gondolas, Ed? You ever have those? Big, huge things. They push them in and you dump papers and stuff in them. Well, that is our water catcher.
Usually you put trash or mail in there, but this is catching water.
Because of the enormous quantity of water that comes dripping into the ceiling, down into the little tube and into, you know, we can't just have a gray recyclable bucket. That's not big enough. So they put the big gondola there and we were safe because it's, you know, 4 feet deep. Huge. I come in the next day, I hear fans blowing, heaters going, and I turn around the corner and go in, drenched.
Oh, that was a big rain we had.
Oh, no.
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 The gondola had a crack in it. So the water filled up that far and then leaked out all night.
Oh.
And the floor below us lost some printers and computers because it dripped through their ceiling. So this is how, when you people complain about the state, look no further than your government, who is replacing computers and printers because they won't fix the ceiling. And they have cracked gondolas.
Nobody bothered to check that out first. Giant crack.
I give him the benefit of the doubt. Where, I mean, are you going to think there's a crack in the gondola? But since it's not built for water, it's built for papers, cracks aren't really a big deal. But not where I am. Papers in the ceiling.
Now, what do you have? Carpeting or a floor?
Carpeting.
You
Carpeting.
do. Oh, that's just a perfect breeding ground for mold.
Oh, no! No, it's not.
It's not.
We had a mold test done, and we're okay!
And like, who are they sending in to test that? I'm wondering.
I don't know.
A state-run health agency?
I don't know, but I can just see a few commissioners throwing a few $20 bills at the guy just to say, you're okay. But we're okay. I think it's the asbestos I need to worry about. But anyway, there's my story.
Oh.
Cracked gondola. I'm
glad at least they sent somebody in to test for the mold.
They did.
Because our place, they don't bother to do that. And this is a good, I don't know if you might know this. What do they consider an excessive use of sick leave in your area? Do you know what that is?
I was told at one point that if you earn a day and use a day, that's considered abuse.
Okay, so an 8.
Really, you're supposed to accumulate. The key here is to accumulate the time, not to say, oh, I have a day of sick. I'm going to be off next week. You're supposed to accumulate the time.
Right.
So when you retire, it goes towards helping offset some of your costs for your health insurance. But not everyone does that. They say, oh, look, I've got 37 hours of sick leave. I'm taking a week off.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I thought I had a microphone problem.
No, guilty.
No, yeah, 8 days is considered excessive in our building.
8 days
of sick leave use a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you might get sick and be out for a week. That's 5 right there.
That's my problem with sinus infections. I'm not.
Huh? 5 a year.
5 where you are in a federal institution. Huh. That's the average, or that's where you are?
Supposed to be average.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm a little more because I have sinus problems, and I'm in a building where they put carpeting in, and there's been a coffee stain on there, Dave.
Is it coffee?
For 4 years now. They don't clean the carpets. They're stained. People are dropping all kinds of fluids and food. They're constantly feeding. There's a bed bug problem going around now. I'm sure we got a test in there.
We have mice.
Well, we always have mice.
We even named them.
Willard and Ben.
There's Maurice. We have Maurice. It's a little guy. Every once in a while, you see him scurrying across the floor, or you hear someone scream. And then you know Maurice has been sighted. But I understand you're saying you're sick leave.
I say if you earn your sick leave and you have over 700 hours, should you have a few problems, like maybe 9 days a year, there shouldn't be a big problem.
I agree with that.
And especially when you bring notes in. Now, apparently they're having a problem with somebody in there because a tersely worded note was sent down to the supervisors. And apparently the supervisors are pussies, Dave. Because they immediately come around. Oh, gotta watch your sick time. Gotta watch your sick time. I said, did I get some kind of notice from the personnel? No, we just got this worded memo here. Everyone's got to cut down on the sick time. A bunch of weasels in there. And meanwhile, we have this guy. They're worried about sick time in there. We have a guy who was involved in an altercation last year.
Oh, and he's immediately taken time off.
Well, he was kind of on the offshoot of that. This was the dreaded pulling of the headphone incident from last year, where a man has been out for a year. He might be the culprit for the sick leave thing. I think he's been out on a mental leave for a year, and he's due back any day now. I think he's only got a year. So this other guy that he was kind of involved with the fighting, I don't know if he told somebody at work or home that he was about to commit suicide.
Oh.
So the parking lot is flooded with state troopers, Dave, talking to this young man out there. Apparently he had a little problem. He should be put away for the next day he's back.
Oh.
It's 74 degrees in there. He's got a hooded sweatshirt pulled over his head.
Oh, run, Ed, run!
His face is, and I'm planning my escape route.
That's right.
Over the half a wall, which way I gotta go. He's got his head down with the hooded sweatshirt. I'm like, my God, is anybody watching what they're hiring in here? I mean, they're hiring these hourlies. There's no test of any kind to be taken. They're bringing in family members, all kinds of nonsense.
Oh, Ed, yeah. They come in with, sunglasses and a hoodie. You run. But, someone who has a history of time abuse, I can understand. Yeah. If you've been working for 15 years and you have 70 hours of sick leave, that's not good.
That's not good.
If you've been working there and you have 700 hours and all of a sudden, you're out for a week due to some ailment, that's acceptable. Yeah. That is acceptable.
Not in this place.
Oh, yeah, well, it's frightening. It's
frightening. Very disturbing. It's not always fun to work in the public sector.
No.
Or what are we? Public sector, yes. Okay.
But, give and take, Ed.
Some
good, some bad,
right.
Whatever. But I just like to come to work and not have to wear flippers.
Oh, I would have loved some pictures. Did anybody get pictures of the
No,
flood?
I didn't bring in my camera. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, Ed, what do we got?
DVD
next?
releases we've got.
We like the I'd like.